There's the question the client has, and then there's really the underlying question that everyone needs to take a lesson from, especially you under 30 somethings, which he is. His question is, should I do plumbing or accounting? And he's mostly done. Well, he is done. He's working for somebody as a plumber, and he has a year left. We'll get to the details before he can go. Is it you get your master's license or whatever? You could strike off on your own. And it's like, dude, this sucks. I'm only making this amount. Should I switch to accounting? And you really, it's not your fault. It's not your fault because I was under the same impression. Surprise, your parents and everyone older than you lied to you, as they did me, about what to expect in the real world, the labor market. And whereas you have every right, yes, the most employers are assholes, most of them are underpaying, but actual success, it is not like you do a 1980s montage and then you're Rocky knocking out Apollo Creed. It doesn't happen that way. You don't go to school, go to college, get a 4.0, and now peen get touched, and now make 6 fakes. It doesn't work that way. All success, all at minimum, the absolute minimum, like you invested in Apple in 1980, like you didn't fuck up at all, which isn't going to happen, is 4 years. 4 years minimum, which is why increasingly I'm focusing on high schoolish age kids, maybe late middle school, because by the time you're 13 or 14, it's like, hey, there ain't no reason you can't be taking college courses. There ain't no reason you can't be learning how to work on things and fix a car, even though you can't drive one. Right? If you have 4 years hard, dedicated work, which is not school, which debatably isn't even college, but you knuckle the fuck down and you bust your, I mean, there was college. Okay. I'll give you an example of successes in Cappy's life. Success one was a 4-year endeavor, or 3.5 because it was college, but it was 4 years full-time school, full-time work. And I had no college debt after that. I took student loans, but I put them in a CD because they were interest free. And then I made 6%. Ugh. You damn right that was 4 years of suffering. Now, I didn't have any career success because I went to the Carlson School of Management, which is a shitty school, and you should never send your kids or yourself there. But I did have success in that. I had no student loan debt when I got out. I had no debt when I got out. Right? 4 years. Another 4-year thing is the house that I built. Now, I didn't physically build it, but I did literally everything else, is sometimes even fix some things up that the contractors didn't do. And talk to any old man, and by old man, I mean any homeowner who's over the age of 35, how many house projects you got? I get in debates with old timers, and I'm like, no, I'm done with it. Oh, you're not done. Look at this young guy over here. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I'm done. Like, the garage is clean. Everything's put away. I do not have 1 ounce of clutter. Go pick up my book, Zero World Problems. I attained that. Go read through that. That was 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years. A lot of work. 30-hour work weeks on top. 30 hours of me doing all that shit, in addition to the 40 to 50 to sometimes 60 hours a week of regular old work that I do, if you can even call it work. Right? Like filing copyrights. Like everything you write is a copyright, but I filed it with the patent office, right? So that when I die, there are the copyrights. Like, no one can come in and say, it says right here, this is a physical copyright. Have you done that? Do you have a will? Do you have a trust? Do you have an estate plan? 4 years. 4 years, you start at 13, you can teach yourself accounting or a trade, such as you have done. You don't have to wait until you're an adult. Now, some states might require it, but that doesn't mean you can't learn. And if I've made increasingly the point, people should pull a secular Amish. Instead of going to college, you should just get you and your buddies together and start building each other houses, assuming you want to live in that same area. Right? Yeah, you might have to have someone pour concrete. Yeah, you might have to go rent a bobcat and dig the hole. Yeah. Now watch all the contractors that do it. It's not that simple. Well, it must be really difficult because the contractors can't do it either. So you'll forgive me if I just do it myself. You can never do it right. Neither can you. become a mechanic. It'd take you about 4 years of hard self-study to become a pretty good mechanic. It's the same thing here, pal. You put in your dues, and now because you're not making six figs right off the bat, because you got to go through the apprenticeship era. Not to mention, like Parker Franklin, who you can find and hire now at Parker Franklin EA. There, if you're looking for a tax accountant, there's your guy. Go look up he didn't just come out of high school. He came out of the military. He didn't just come out of the military eating his crayons. I don't know if he was a Marine or not. Whatever it was, whatever disparaging comment I can make about that particular branch from the military that he was in. He didn't come out there and like, I'm gonna do tax accounting. No, he had to go work at H&R Block. He had to go and study. He had to pass the enrolled agent certification exams. It was about 4 years work. Well, now here he is starting his own company. So all this shit that your parents and teachers in the media told you, and then you make the money. No, you don't. You don't make it. I don't even think that happens in the movies anymore. At least in my day, in the movies, the guy got the girl. Right now, the girl kicks him in the nuts. It says, "Ha ha, take that, fascist," or whatever Disney's coming out with this time. It takes at least like, and the reason I say 4 is because I've seen other people do it. But Chad, I said, how long would it have taken you to get to where you are now if you didn't screw up? Like you didn't go and get your MBA, you didn't go work for the Big Four. You just went and got your C. He wouldn't have gotten a CPA. He would have gone to school online if he could. And he says, I could have been at this spot where he's making the money he is now by 25. That means he could have probably started at 22, 21 on his own. I mean, he wasn't making a lot of money, but it would have been about what? 18 to 21, 22? Yeah, 4 years. So what's the plumbing program? 18 months, 2 years minimum? Then at least a year, if not 2, so you know what you're doing. So I'll go through it here, but you're so close. This is bullshit. All you got to do, man, is just last another year and then get your license and you're on your own. Okay. I got my plumbing license a few months ago and went in for a review with my boss, who offered me $27.50 an hour for it. $1.50 more than I make now, with another dollar once I get a different state license. So I guess you're on a border. Yes, I'm still sick. I know I can make more once I get what I need to go into business for myself. But my question is, should I bother watching my hands turn blue in another winter for not even $30 an hour, which I was told is impossible until I can go start my own business? You got anything better to do? I mean, winter, we're already almost done with January. You got 2 more months. And you're not in a particularly cold part of the country. Although that storm is knocking everybody else over there. Over there. Here in Vegas, it's nice and warm and roasty toasty. Yeah, and your boss is going to say it's impossible because he doesn't want to pay you. And this is where the boomers are wrong. You know, the older, I mean, maybe it's Gen X. This is where corporate America is wrong. You're absolutely right. That is bullshit. And this is why you go and you start your own company. So you want to know if you want to do another winter with your hands turning blue. All right, which sucks. I get it. And you've put 2 years minimum, more like 3 into it. You put 3 years in, and you're not going to last 3 more months to finally get past the point where you can go get your license to be on your own. Not for 30, which I was told was impossible. Sure, fucking boomer going to boom. They're going to lie. Boomer is synonymous with liar, right? Boom, lie, boomer, liar. Okay, just ignore them. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're out protesting that we're not letting every illegal alien into the country and not all getting billions of dollars stolen from us. Told it was impossible until I could go start my own business, or should I just go into accounting? Why are you going to start the 4-year process all over again? What do you know? Were you studying accounting on the side? You just have to take your EA certification? Or are you going to start all over again? Because you can't make it 2 more months in winter. I don't know what BS accountants have to go through to get that $100 an hour you mentioned. They're going to have to go through 4 years. And by the way, Parker Franklin, this is his first year starting his own practice. You know, I think he did 3 years or at least 2 at H&R Block, so he knew what he was doing, so he could feel comfortable. He's not going to get 40 hours a week. Well, who knows? He might. There's such a shortage of tax accountants. But he's making his $100 an hour now. Yes, dude, you're not even 25, and you're bitching about not making 200 grand a year. Wait, what? Do you know anyone? Let me ask you. Do you know anyone your age that can prove they make $100 an hour? Not some micro dick finance bro, not some lying sack of shit banker or sales bro who leased us. No. Do you know, have you seen anyone's tax returns that's your age that you went to high school with that is clearing $200,000 a year? No, you don't. You do not. I don't care if they say they do. No, they're lying. You're so close, man. You're so close. I don't know what BS accounts have to go through for that $100 an hour you mentioned to accurately weigh my options and tell my dad who wants me to run a plumbing business with him. Okay, now we're going to stop. We're stop. Why are you running a business with him? Why are you running a business with anyone? I don't give a shit that he's your dad. No. You never take on business partners. Never. What does your dad do that's special? Does your dad have a good credit score? What's your dad's finances like? Why are you going into business with your dad? Fuck that shit. No. Go off on your own. Yeah, you have to work a little bit. Yeah, well, however many hours you need. Get that meeting, get the requirement, get whatever additional licensure you need to start off on your own, and do not take on a business partner. I don't care if it's your dad. Unless, of course, your dad is like some amazing accountant type and he's good at doing the numbers. I've never, listen to me. I've never seen a business partnership work. 15 years of banking, never saw it happen. There's always somebody fucking over somebody else. And that includes family. No. You don't need your dad, unless your dad was going to like help out. But either he owns the business and you're the employee, or you own the business and he's the employee. My dad, who wants me to run a plumbing business with him. I live with him. Well, there you go. It's cheap rent. But he does say he supports me either way. I'm 24, but will do whatever gets me out of the ghetto or being house poor the fastest. Sorry, this is succinct. No, this is brilliantly succinct. This is wonderful. That's why I didn't charge you that much. What did I charge? Yeah, $30. Yeah. No, buddy, that is chef's kiss. Thank you for getting to the point. Yeah, man, there's none of this. I don't know where you got that idea that you make $100 an hour like that. All right. It's what I'm going to imagine you're around the 3-year mark, 2 years to get your license, 1 year working or apprenticing. And then now you could go off on your own pretty soon here. The real money, same thing with mechanics. The real money comes in when you run your own shop. It's not working for some asshole. They're not going to pay. Ford's never going to pay you mechanics anything. They're not going to pay you. They're not going to pay you. Because dickless fuck wonder, Nepo baby of the Argentinian banker, needs his balls polished with extra fine wax. He's not going to pay you. They're not. And this guy, it's impossible to pay you $30 an hour. Okay, buddy. When you leave, he's going to be the same boomer. Well, I can't find people to work for me. This is bullshit. Young kids don't know how to work. And then meanwhile, you do a better job. You show up on time and you're sober and you just clean house. Just keep working for the guy. Whatever your state requires, get that certification. You could start off on your own and then go start your own company. Do not bring your dad along. Do not bring your dad along. Unless he's like a master plumber or something. And that's where the money comes in, is when you bill out at $250, $300 an hour, minus expenses, which includes materials and gas and insurance and all that other stuff, and repairs because something bad might happen, whatever, right? And then you bill out at $300 an hour. Shit, you probably walk away with $150. Now, I don't know what plumbing rates are in your particular state, but it's sure the fuck, after you subtract out your expenses, sure the fuck going to be more than $27.50. And there's your $100 an hour, man. Now, if you're in a place where it's not, you find out what plumbing rates are. I'm going to imagine they're more than $100 an hour. But if they're not, like if it's only 50, well, that area must be flooded with plumbers. Go to where there aren't as many plumbers. If you don't like the cold, move down to Texas. Get your certification down there, or Florida or Tennessee or wherever it is in cold. But you will not make the $100 an hour until you become self-employed. That's just it. That's just all it is. I don't know if you've noticed every employer in America hating on their workers, where we can't wait to replace them with AI or Indians or Filipinos or shit, just anyone, just as long as we don't have to pay a living wage. All right. That's not just plumbing. It's everywhere, but it is plumbing as well. So yes, you have to become self-employed. Now in your particular case, no, man, I wouldn't switch to accounting now. You're so close. Oh, before I go on, all, not some, not most, all of this depends on you doing it right, doing it well, if not perfect, showing up on time, and showing up sober. Okay? If you're going to half-ass it like every cousin fucking contractor out there in America right now, then yes, give it up. Because you're going to fuck shit up. They're going to complain. Your insurance is going to have to kick in because there's water damage. So you either commit to showing up on time, doing it right, doing it according to the budget, unless there's like some big thing that you found, right? That's how you're going to beat your competition. Because literally like 99.8% of American contractors are sister fuckers. They're too busy drilling their sister and to do a good job. All you have to do, on time, on budget, sober, right the first time. Oh my God, a good product at a fair price. And then your boss is going to be like, oh, can you hire me? Like, I can't do anything above $23 an hour. It's impossible. And then he's got to suck your dick. But if you're going to half-ass it, you're going to show up late. You're not going to be, you're a young 24-year-old kid. Are you going to be an adult child? Oh, man, I'm hungover. Well, then, okay, enjoy being like 98% of the contractors out there. Stupid boss. I can't afford my pickup truck. I'm living in a trailer and I'm banging my sister. All right, welcome. All right, you're just like every one of them. Or you're the one that they hate. Oh, this guy thinks he's better. He runs the man. He's only paying me $27.50 an hour. And even your boss may not be that good of a contractor. You're this close, man. I would not throw in the towel. Absolutely not. Now that being said, accounting is a fine profession. I mean, obviously me and Chad recommend it, but that's for people starting out. Like if you don't know, and we don't even want to necessarily push you into accounting. We want to make people be aware. Well, yeah, accounting, you can learn it online. You don't have to go to an expensive school. You don't even have to go to school. It's one of the fields that lends itself very well to self-employment and remote employment as well. The trades, obviously, not so much. You have to physically be there. But I'm not against you learning a little bit of accounting, largely because you're going to run your own shop. Don't get me started. Oh my God, Wyoming. Oh, shink, shink. Dag, 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 dag. All these trailer trash, tetanus, lice-ridden garbage entrepreneurs. My woman does the numbers. What does she do for her? She does the numbers. She does the figuring. And get these fucking handwritten. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Well, that's our income and expenses. I'm like, this is not an income statement. This is you handwriting 3 numbers: revenue, expenses, profits. And this isn't even a tax return. I would absolutely, if you get a little bit of time, yeah, if you could do your own books, if you could do your own income statement, and then maybe even your own although just if you can learn QuickBooks and understand what an income statement is and save your receipts, that'd be pretty good. So, okay, take a course or two. Take the course, the training on Intuit on how to do QuickBooks. Take some Coursera courses on what is an income statement, the accounting cycle, right? These are all the things that you would learn to, very officially take care of your books. What you really just need to know how to do is put together an income statement and pay your taxes. That's the main thing. But if you learn a little bit of accounting, obviously you would use that in your business. And then you could present, oh, by the way, speaking of dang dang diggly doo dang doo who dang diggly dang, cousin fucker truck pickup truck. All right, Casper, Wyoming, looking at you. How is the genetic pool happening over there? You all just starting to meld into the cows that surround you? You got to look out for embezzlement, right? We're talking full ass grown adults, man. Oh my God. The stories I could tell. Who dang. Yeah. Why even risk having an embezzler? Do your own books. And then, as many people in the trades will tell you, it's like, yeah, your body starts to go. And you probably want to have a white collar profession kind of as a backup. If you happen to injure yourself or whatever, you just get sick of it. And accounting is not a bad prof. So I'm okay with you, learning a little bit on the side, but buddy, you're so close. You're so close. All right. And assuming you're not going to be Wyoming, assuming you're not going to be South Dakota, all right, you're going to be a real man, show up on time, do the job right. You should be able to get this $100 an hour, maybe not in your first year of business, all right, but pretty darn soon. And then you're not even going to be talking to your ex-boss anymore, right? You're just going to, but all this depends on whether or not there's demand in your area, which I'm going to guess there is, because we have way too many college students and not enough tradesmen. And if there isn't, find out go call around. You might already know. What does the average plumber charge per hour? There you go. Well, I want to charge a little bit less. No, charge the exact same amount. You just do a better job and you don't fuck your cousin. You could even call it non-cousin fucking plumbers. And people would be like, oh my God, a contractor that actually isn't incestuous. Holy shit, I didn't think they existed in these United States of America. Yeah, just hang in there a little bit more, man. And just so you know, if you were to switch to accounting, guess what? Going to be about 4 years before you make $100 an hour if you don't screw up. Who dang? All right. Link below. I have a link to that course. The world's greatest accounting career for those of you that were interested in accounting. You don't need it because it's an accounting career course. I'll just tell you right now, Coursera, find a accounting cycle workbook online for 10, 20, 30 bucks, whatever. And then learn how to do QuickBooks. That's all the accounting you need for the here and now. All right. And do that very part-time. You got to focus on getting experience. But then, yeah, for the rest of you, if you're looking, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the trades either. I just don't have a course on the trades because I've never been a tradesman. I mean, well, I have because I live in cousin fucking territory. So you have to be your own tradesman and mechanic and carpenter. You don't do a good enough. I do a better job. I do. My shit don't break. Of course, you being a plumber, you probably know that. But yeah, for those of you out there who are looking for a job that lends itself well to self-employment and isn't going to bankrupt you, the world's greatest accounting career. And for those of you who are tradesmen or tradeswomen, you might want to don't take that course because you don't need it. It's how to get a career in accounting. You just pick up a little bit of basic accounting courses, which you could find for free or get a book in the library. Learn how to do QuickBooks, and you that's basically all you need. And then you save yourself the money on an accountant. All right, let's go to the super chats. Drew, $2, 4 years in the military changed everything. Yeah, there's your 4 year stint in the military, right? $2, Drew, again, those 4 years changed my life for the better. Yep. Daddy and a caddy, $2. I'm doing 4 years of Latina lesbian literature. Is it very stabby? I hear it's very stabby. Drew, $5. Saw the world, GI Bill and lifetime benefits, and opened up so many opportunities for me. My high school guidance counselor said to not sell myself short. Well, that's great. Those high school guidance counselors, what would we do without you? Drew, $2 work nights full time and school full time. Yep. Drew again, $2 suffering is necessary to have a great life. Yes, it is. It is. Alex Patino, a truck driving Latino agent. Alex, I bet you took you 4 years. I know the school is less than 4 years, but probably you didn't get the real hang of things until about 4 years in. In 2024, the hot water line in my house broke. BCS because it was on a concrete slab, no access. The plumber had to put a water line bypass going through the attic. I paid almost $5,000, took 8 hours to complete. Yep. Yep. Did you know how to sweat copper, Alex? I will give plumbing and electricians a little bit more credit because that's the one where it's like you're gonna fuck shit up. The Southern Command here now in Arizona and Nevada, yes, Arizona, Nevada. Everybody's got to have their fucking sprinkler systems, and I've learned. Damn it, Alex. I'm like quarter Mexican. I'm not you. You're full blooded, or at least half. I'm quarter now. With all the landscaping and pruning and foliage and then the water stuff, the sprinkler system. I'm not kidding. I'm out there and you hear the Mexicans are out there wah, with their leaf blowers, and there I am with my leaf blower wah, pruning the fucking trees and the bushes. And then there's the irrigation system. I had to put in a new pump. I had to learn about it, compression fitting and all that. Yeah, 5,000. Yeah, about. I have done some copper plumbing as well. The point being, you don't want to fuck up your plumbing. You don't want to fuck up the electricity because you can fuck yourself up with the electricity. But I was kind of proud of myself. I fixed the sprinkler system was leaking, and I had to cut and reapply. And then the joint I got, the coupling I got already had a crack in it because it was old. I had to go redo the whole damn. Oh, I was pissed. But yeah, it took some doing. But at the end of the day, it was going to be cheaper than my buddy would have paid a hell of a lot more to pay a pro to come in and do it than me. I just take free lodging. I'm a cheap bitch. I'm a cheap good time. Ken, $5. He says hello for $5. Hello. All right, there you guys go. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Take a look at that course. The World's Greatest Accounting Career. If you're interested in a career that you don't know, what should I do? Look at accounting. But numbers are boring. Well, enjoy sucking dick at the truck stop. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sick of this white girl blood bowl. I don't like it. Oh, you don't like it. Oh, everybody doesn't like it. Why don't you go be some old baby boomers freezing his ass off in -13 protesting people enforcing the law? Minnesota's calling. I heard there's a bunch of happy people over there. All right, I'll see you guys later. Toodles.